Thailand is the reality shift that you're looking for. There is nothing more to be said. When you get to a point where you don't have to wake up and look for signs and wait for God and just keep waiting and waiting for years, and you feel it in your spirit, in your gut, because your gut really tells you what not to eat, it tells you what to feel, it tells you like when something's wrong that you shouldn't be feeling. I mean, if you feel that feeling, you don't have to look for more YouTube videos. Matter of fact, this is the last channel you'll need to watch before you shift into your divine timeline. See, the truth is, it's not about where you want to move to or the next destination you're going. It's always about the journey that you're on. So whatever your spirit or you decide is that next trip, don't focus so much on, oh my God, I don't know if this place is safe. Oh, I don't know if this is the right place. It's about who you are. Are you the right energy for this journey? Because the journey's going to test you. It's not going to be all butterflies and rainbows all the time. Are you ready for the transformation? Now, the answer to that question, because I know maybe some of y'all need a little help, is no. You're never going to be ready. But it is always time to grow. Perfect isn't fun. You don't want your trip to be perfect. That's why I'm in a hotel for the night. I came here on the 60-day tourist entry visa from the USA, and I didn't know if I was going to stay here for the full 90 days, but I ended up deciding to extend and move to another Airbnb. My Airbnb was beautiful, but it was already taken. It was 250 USD per month. Gorgeous, beautiful. I wish I could have stayed, but somebody had already booked it. So I had to find something else, and it was pretty expensive, but when I did find something very beautiful, the mattress itself was pretty dirty. Like, it was just unsettling. So I was allowed to move to a new Airbnb and everything. And I will say that whole situation was pretty, like, I was like, oh my God, I'm in another country. What am I going to do? I have nowhere to stay. I sat there and I took a second. I remembered whose child I was. And I was like, oh wait, this is all part of the story. This is supposed to make my life more interesting. If nothing goes wrong, perfect isn't fun. No, that's why we have conflict and controversy and interesting like things happen in our lives so that our story can help us grow and become a better version of ourselves. All of these parts help us to become better. So I'm in a hotel for the night tomorrow, or today actually. I'll check out soon, and I'll be going to my new Airbnb in Bangkok, so I'll be a lot closer to everything. Just know that when everything goes wrong, I realized quickly, hey, this is supposed to make the story more interesting. What did you come here to do? Film, content. Film it. Just film everything. And once I started filming, I started to realize, oh, that's the point of this. It's my movie. I just stopped being the director. I just stopped being the videographer. I just stopped caring. But when you care, then other people care. And then you can share your story. You can inspire. You can help build a better world just by believing in your own path. That, yeah, it may not be going the direction that I want, but at least I'm going somewhere. I know my destination is always going to be spirit, so might as well just be happy, because that is why you're here right now. That's why you found this video, because you want to grow. That's all you need to know. That's the answer right there. You want to grow. That's why you're watching this video. And well, it's time. So just book the ticket. I woke up one day and I said to myself, I have a birthday coming up and I need to do something different, because I was working in my corporate job. It was city management, but I will say that industry is pretty tedious and demanding, because I ended up working 6 days a week. I was working quite a lot, and it still wasn't enough for my boss. I was literally putting my entire life force energy into that work. And I woke up one day and I realized, oh my God, it's time for me to shift into a higher version of myself, because I felt like even though I was giving, and you're probably someone like this, giving all of your time, all of your energy, and you don't feel the elevation that you deserve is manifesting through what you're doing. You just feel like everyone else is profiting off of it. I mean, yeah, my boss, the property owners, they were all profiting off of it, off of my time, off of energy sucking the life out of me, off of asking me to do work that I wasn't getting paid for. And then if they didn't get the results, it was my fault. And it was like, no, maybe this property just sucks. I don't know what to tell you. Like, there was just so much I was going through, and I was just like, it's definitely time for a shift. And if you're feeling like that, that's your gut, that's your spirit, that's your higher self calling you forward to more. So go for it, do the more, entertain it. I mean, book the ticket, just book it. That's what I did. I woke up, I booked the ticket, and now I'm here in Thailand. I'm actually in Bangkok right now. I was living in Nonthaburi for a while, for like 2 months, and I decided to come here for, honestly, I just knew I just wanted to come here. And people say, oh, before you move a place, you have to check it out and live there, or vacation there. I don't vacation. I'm a traveler. I'm an actual full-time traveler. When I worked in property management, I was literally living at each property that I would work at. So, and I was just a marketer. I was a leasing consultant, but I was an actual traveling leasing consultant. So I got to travel to different properties. I lived in Texas, I lived in San Diego, I lived in where else? Alabama, New York, and I moved to all these different places in the US, and it was so beautiful. It was a great experience, but it came to the point where I was just like, I want more. And if you're feeling like that, just give yourself more, because that means your higher self is ready for the more. You can handle it. Trust me, I mean, God is not going to give you more than you can handle. So if you feel like you're ready for that, or you feel like you're reaching towards that, don't plan 100 times over. Don't make 10 different 10-year plans, 1 year, 3 year. If you say it'll take you 2 years to get here, 1 year to get here, it will take you that long. If you say, okay, well, it'll take me 3 months, which is how I plan. I plan everything in according of, can it take me 90 days to do this? And then I make it happen. If it takes me over that 90-day period, or maybe even under, because, you know, I got lucky, I don't know, then that's the case. But I feel like the time constraints that we put on ourselves, where we believe that, oh, this is going to take this long. Yeah, if you say it's going to take that long, it'll take that long. So it's time for us to step into this higher version, because that version is calling you, and that's why you're here watching this video. Thailand is a beautiful place to travel to. I will say, for me, I like to be places for periods, long periods of time, to really know if this is the right place for me. You'll learn things about yourself where you're like, okay, I actually don't like this, or I prefer this type of food, so maybe that's the next place you're supposed to travel to. And if you go like that, your spirit will lead you based off of your entire journey. If you're putting yourself out there, trying new stuff, trust me, I've tried a lot of crazy stuff. I didn't try any moving food, though. I know that's popular here. I did not try moving or food or ants or anything like that. Not yet. I'm not sure if I'll do that, but I will say that as you go along, your spirit will guide you. And people look at my lifestyle and they're like, how do you do that? It's so unstable. Like, well, I'm always taken care of by the universe. And even when things do get hard and extremely stressful, I am a Pisces. I'm in tune with my emotions. So when I'm feeling something, I just feel it. I cry. I let it go. And then literally an hour later, I am my complete divine self. Because what happens is people hold in all of those feelings. They hold in all of these emotions, and then they start to get angry. If you're having like a feeling of anger, you'll see in my other video where I talked about how built up anger is actually just you compressing a part of what the spirit is leading you towards, but you're not giving into it. You're not letting go. In order to come here, I had to sell everything. Everything I owned, my car, all of it. I had to sell everything. There's a bug in here. It's really gross looking. But I had to sell everything to get here. And now I'm here, and okay, what's next for me? Well, I already have that plan, because that's the next 90 days. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm really excited for the more. Are you excited for the more? Because I think since you found this video, now you know what it takes. All it takes is just feeling what it is happening inside of you. Okay, I feel myself being called for more. Do it. Because you don't know how promising life is. The Bible says no day is promised, like tomorrow is not promised. So are you just going to trust that, oh yeah, I have 10 more years, 50 more years, and I'm going to retire and then I'm going to travel? What if you don't get to retire? I'm not trying to scare you, but what I am saying is that because you don't know, why don't you just live your life today? Why suppress parts of you, be unhappy, be miserable, be unsure, feel like you're not your absolute divine self? When I came here, every time I travel, I have so many ego deaths. Like, I literally don't even need to take shrooms because I have ego deaths just by entertaining what my gut tells me to do. I woke up, I bought the ticket, and then I said, oh, I guess I have to figure this out. Literally, that's what I did. I said, I guess I have to figure this out now because the ticket is purchased. So looks like I'm leaving in 90 days. Looks like I'm gonna have to start selling things on Facebook Marketplace because I let my future self decide for me. I let her purchase that ticket, and I was like, oh shoot, this is really happening. Oh my god, she's really putting in that credit card detail. Oh my god, is this happening? Like, let your present self catch up to your future self. Sometimes you might even have to do like me and talk in third person. Yeah, you might seem a little bat crazy, but I mean, if you really do give in to your future self and what she's trying to tell you and what he's trying to tell you to do, you'll find yourself here. I wake up sometimes and I'm like, how did I get here? Like, I remember working my job, waking up, going to work, and the commute, and being unhappy, and I'm like, wait a second, I don't have to do that. Who told me I had to do that? Maybe I could do it for a certain period of time because, I don't know, maybe it makes me feel better about myself. But then I was like, all right, after this period of time, let's do something else. That's literally how I've just been like feeling. It's like, if God is for you, who can be against you? So if your higher self is telling you, that's the spirit of God within you telling you, you can do more. I have more for you. So are you going to ignore God itself? Are you going to ignore the voice of God and listen to your friends, your family, your coworkers, your boss? I would be more afraid not listening to God. I would be more fearful of my life. Oh my God, like, what could happen if I don't listen to God? And you know it's God if you keep seeing signs, if you keep going through things that are pushing you to do more, if you keep hitting roadblocks where you feel like you're just supposed to give everything up. This is the time, because there is no better time. I mean, we might even be in World War III. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm just saying, like, you just don't know. So why not live your life today? Thailand is actually a portal. I mean, anywhere you go and travel to, it is a portal. If you allow it to be, if you, like, everything in this life, in this matrix, is co-mingled with the spiritual realm. So when you allow yourself to be a place or travel somewhere, there is something else happening. There is an energetic frequency that you're tuning into. And if you allow yourself, you will step into a portal of another timeline that is still you. You're still you. This is all biblical. Like, you're stepping into a greater version of you, a greater purpose. Because here's the thing, God gives us choice. God gives us freedom to do and choose and be whoever we want. But when you step into that timeline where you say, I am going to achieve my purpose, I am going to step into God's will for my life. I'm not going to be the other version. I'm not going to sit and be a lazy couch potato at home and just not do anything and wait for someone to come save me, wait for God to send down a spaceship and beam me up or whatever. No. Like, you're going to step into it because God gives us the power, the dominion, the authority over this matrix, over the earth. It says it in Genesis. So are you going to believe that? Or are you just going to keep quoting scriptures? I don't know what you are. Maybe you quote another biblical text. Maybe you believe in something else. But stop quoting all of these people, Alan Watts and everyone that you read and listen to in affirmation. Stop quoting these things if you don't even want to walk into it. I'm not talking about believing. I'm talking about knowing. What do you know about yourself? The way to find out what it is you believe or what it is that's going on up in here, writing. That is my secret access into my subconscious, and it has become such a ritual. I understand now why the prophets of the Bible, had to write it out and write all these stuff that happened to them. You have to write. And if you can't write well, do what they did in the old days. Have a scribe literally pull out your phone and record, and it will write it down for you. So that is what we're doing right now, okay? And just ask yourself questions. What is it that's blocking me? What makes me unhappy? What makes me so angry? And just let yourself write. Don't be afraid of what you write. It might sound scary at first, like, oh, I hate this person. Let it out. Oh, I hate my mom. You don't really hate your mom. You just hate the environment that you're in. You might hate the environment that your family chooses. You might want to choose a different environment. Eventually, those words will start to come forth. Oh, that's what I want. I don't want to be here. So how do I be somewhere else? Like, it's so simple, because your spirit, that anger, is just an indicator of what you need to change. People say, oh, angry is a demon. No. What is it telling you? All of these things that are happening internally are triggers for the spirit to speak to you. Why am I angry? What is it that I want to change about my life? And then you can begin to change. Like, you can't conquer demons that you don't know the name of. You can't conquer these things and overcome parts of your life that you don't know what it is you need to change. So I tell you, traveling, being in another country is another great way to find out more about yourself if you just allow yourself the experience and just do it. But sometimes it's just taking a road trip. Thailand might be the place, I will say, because it's very cheap. If you can eat local foods here, you will save tons of money. And also if you can find a really decent priced place in Bangkok. So this helped someone today. I know it did. I'm manifesting that it did. And if it did, leave a comment below and just comment 222 just to represent that you are ready to shift. Thank you so much for joining in today, and I am praying for all of you to find the path that it is that's right for your life. And this new timeline, I'm ready if you're ready. Let's do it together. You're not alone.